What up, it's your girl Catalina Perez, and you are tuned into the OTS Project.
All right, so I joined this fighting tournament, right? I'm like, yeah, I know how to fight. I can fight. So I joined this fighting tournament. I'm all for it. I'm with it. And I get over there, but all of a sudden I gotta like save the world. I have to save different realms. I'm like, there's this chick Chronica that I gotta beat who's like some time traveling bitch. But I don't know, shit was crazy. It was a weird weekend, but clearly I won if I'm still here. So
yeah, I mean. I was kind of just hanging out, I went to the gym a few times, just kind of normal week for me. I think it's just kind of normal week for the both of us, really.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I won. All I got was this stupid t-shirt, so.
Yeah. Damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to OTS News episode 48, I believe. We're at 48. Getting closer to 50 there. Mr. Theo, what's going on, my boy?
We're going to end at 50. After 50, we're done.
We're actually going to delete everything and we're going to move to Alaska.
We're going to delete everything. We're going to make a whole new podcast.
Right.
It's going to be about Hello Kitty and Jane Austen
Island
novels.
Adventure. There you go. Nice,
Island Adventure, yeah, there you go. What'd you ask me?
What's going on?
Oh, yeah, nothing much. I've just kind of been hanging out, just been working. Still playing through Cuphead. I'm taking it a little by little for my own mental stake. I'm also getting back into Red Dead 1 because I started playing that a little while back, but I kind of fell off a little bit, so I'm getting back into that. That's been pretty fun. But, yeah, just kind of chilling, hanging out.
Yep, I've been chilling, hanging out, too, just vibing. Not been a super great week. We unfortunately had to put my dog down of 14 years, so that was not fun. I'm still not 100% good, but, take it day by day. I'm glad that I have another dog. I'm glad that I have Dolly, because if I had to come home, and my mom was talking about it, if we had to come home and we had no other dog, it would be a lot harder to like move on, I guess. But coming home and having another dog at least there that is excited to see you and is jumping up and down, it makes it a little easier, I guess, to deal with. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, just hanging out. I made sushi. I sent you a photo. I made some sushi.
Yeah, I saw that. It looked good. Yeah.
I actually did this twice. I made it myself a couple days ago, and then I sent it to Wyatt, obviously, and I had a bunch of extra stuff. So, not yesterday, Wednesday night, Wyatt came over, and I made sushi again for the both of us. He dubbed it White Boy Sushi Night.
Accurate. It would be an accurate statement. Yeah.
Yeah. And we watched Transformers. I haven't seen the 2007 live action movie in years. So we rewatched that, and I think I made a video for it. It's on my YouTube channel if y'all want to go see that. And I think we're gonna turn it into a series where each week he comes over and we watch one or two Transformers movies. Because I've seen the first one, I've seen Bumblebee, and I've seen like bits and pieces of the other ones, but I haven't actually fully seen them. I haven't seen the new one. I haven't seen Transformers 1, and I haven't seen the original 80s movie. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to make it a little series on my channel where each week he comes over and we watch one or two movies until I've seen all the Transformers movies again. So,
right. Yeah. Nice.
But other than that, I think that's kind of... I did tell him, because I was like, I haven't seen Lord of the Rings, so I was like, we can also do that at some point. And I did tell him, at some point I got to show you the Power Rangers movies, because I've shown you two of them. You still have to watch the third one. And he definitely he gave me the like, yeah, man, like he kind of gave me the yeah, but I could tell he really didn't want to do that, so I can't wait to actually do it and force him to sit down and actually watch them.
Right.
And hopefully by the time me and him get to the third one, we can have you come over and all three of us can watch that third one together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've also been just in general just back in I've been in a bit of a Power Rangers kick the past couple of days in general. I don't know what it is, but I've just been.
You have been in a Power Rangers kick for the past couple of decades, I believe.
Well, that's true. That's true. But the I guess the fever comes and goes. You know what I'm saying? It depends on.
Right. I gotcha.
Because me and Nova have been working on this idea of. You'll know what I'm talking about. I can just show you. As kids, they obviously had tons of Power Rangers merchandise and whatnot. and they would always have these. They would put these on clothes. They would put them on like puzzles and video games and stuff like that. They always had these like like comic book art version of Power Ranger. Like that's the White Rider Force Ranger, but they did that for like every single season. So me and Nova are working on an idea to try and actually track down those comic book cartoon designs so that we can like get T-shirts made and stuff like that for each thing. So that's also been a huge project that I've been working on. So yeah. But nice. I think that's kind of it. I've just been vibing, just been chilling. I have some other news, but it kind of coincides with some actual news. So, yeah. Other than that, just vibing. So let's dive into our song of the week.
Crazy intro there. My song of the week is going to be Comic Sans by Audrey Nuna featuring Jack Harlow.
Oh, all right. Hey, now.
We recently watched K-pop Demon
Hunters.
Hunters.
Oh, that's true. We didn't even talk about that.
We didn't even talk about it, yeah. We recently watched it for both a video on your channel and a podcast episode coming out later this month. Or later in March, I should say, since it's still February. But
it's the end. It's going to be the end of March, actually. When it comes out.
End of March. Last episode of the month for March. Mm-hmm. But one of the comments that I had during our review was that I really liked the singer for oh my god, was it no, not Rumi.
No, oh my gosh, I'm blanking. She's my favorite.
Right.
Mira.
Mira. I really liked Mira's singing actress, and so I looked into her stuff and stuff like that, and I found this song, and I was like, this is a banger. This is my song of the week for sure. I just had it on replay all week.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't heard that, but Audrey Nuna is really cool.
Yeah,
I've obviously like since I watched that movie, I've been obsessed with all three of those girls. Just been like paying attention to everything they're doing. Like I told you, bro, they're everywhere, so you really can't not see them.
Right.
So I'm glad. Oh, sorry. Uh-oh. Hamilton interruption. That's the issue with the.
That is not Audrey Nuna whatsoever.
No, it's not. That's the issue with like the half broken phone is sometimes it just wants to, it just decides it wants to play its own music. So
random Hamilton moment of the episode.
I will since you gave me Audrey Nuna, I will go in a similar route. So I will give my song of the week to Time After Time by EJ, which is a song that also just came out a couple weeks ago by obviously the singing voice of Rumi. Pretty good song. So yeah,
is it a cover of the original song or
no? It's her own version of a song. Like it's an original song. Yeah. But it's a banger. It's like a more of like a party kind of club song, for sure. But yeah, we enjoyed K-pop Demon Hunters, y'all. I don't know if y'all know that. I had seen it already.
You'll find out. You'll find out.
You and Wyatt hadn't seen it. Wyatt makes a guest appearance on the podcast. But yeah. It seems like Theo and Wyatt both became pretty big fans of K-pop Demon Hunters after watching that movie. That's just like that's the curse of that movie, bro. Anybody that watches that movie it's
honestly, I was this close to making Soda Pop my song of the week. I was this close.
Yeah. Anybody that watches that movie, bro, they just become a fan instantly. So yeah, it's a good song. It's a good movie. My bad. All right, it's time for our favorite time of the week, the weekly blind rank. All right, who wants to go first? You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I think I'll have you go first.
All right, so mine is gonna be a little different. It's a little bit of payback for a couple weeks ago when you hit me out of nowhere with a Star Wars name game.
Oh fuck!
You will be playing a name game, but it won't be Star Wars. You'll be playing the Pro Wrestler name game.
Oh fuck! Okay, I gotta lock in here. I gotta lock the fuck in here. Okay.
Honestly, for me, I did it out loud to myself a couple days ago. It was not as hard as I thought it would be.
Okay.
All right, go for it.
All right. Well, are we going like just alphabetically here, or like?
Yeah, A to Z.
Okay. All right. Let's
see. Stop trying to get out of it.
AJ Lee. I'd like you to give me a letter because I feel like I'm gonna get so stumped on just the alphabet in general here.
Okay, so
that I'm gonna skip past the letter. B. Bobby Lashley.
C.
CM Punk.
D.
Drew McIntyre.
E.
E.
There's somebody I thought of that you've been a big fan of.
Fucking I don't even know if I can. Honestly, the stupidest thing, the first person that came into my head was EC3.
Okay, well there you go. I was thinking Ethan Page.
Oh fuck, Ethan Page would have been such a better one. I don't know why I thought EC3. I haven't thought that man in years.
F.
Finn Balor.
G.
G. Ooh, fuck.
This one could be a bit of a stumper.
Gigi Dolan.
Oh, okay. All right. That's an interesting one. A dead name, if anything.
Dead name, yeah.
H.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Yeah. I.
Io Sky.
Yeah, that's what I went with.
Yeah.
J.
Come on, man. There's only one man that this could work for, man. It's Jimmy Wang Yang, obviously.
Hey,
what are we talking about?
Right, all right, K.
Ooh. K. Kit Wilson.
Okay, all right. He's a true man.
Mm-hmm.
L.
L. Lita.
M.
M. Ooh, shit. M. Mansoor.
Okay, I was thinking The Miz. I mean, I guess.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
I don't know why. I'm guessing, like, the far less, like, known people here.
N.
Nia Jax.
Ooh, all righty then. O.
Obafemi.
Yep, okay. P.
P. Pete Dunne.
There you go. Q.
Q? Oh,
That's a hard one.
fuck.
That's a
Oh,
hard
my
one.
God. Q?
Yep.
I don't even know if I know anybody with Q, man.
It's not easy. It took me a minute.
Shit. I might have to come back to Q, man. I don't
R.
fucking know. R, Rhea Ripley.
S.
Fuck. Sami Zayn was the first name I thought of. I really wish it wasn't Sami Zayn, but it is.
Shinsuke Nakamura. I'll give you Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's my guess.
T.
T. Is it TJ Perkins? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was thinking Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh, yeah, that works too, yeah.
U.
U. Ooh, fuck.
That's another hard
That's
one.
another one, yeah.
Not really, actually. There's a pretty big name with U. It stumped me, and then I realized, like, oh, fuck, what the hell is wrong with me?
Oh, Undertaker. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. I think it's just such
Shit.
It's normally such an iconic, obscure, exotic letter that you just instantly think it's bad.
It's also like, because you're like trying to think of like actual names here, and Undertaker's
right.
like, more of like a title than anything else. But like, yeah, Undertaker for sure.
All right,
Yeah.
V.
V. Viscera.
Okay. Where are we at? V. What's after V? Are we're this?
W.
W. Public school system, ladies and gentlemen.
Right, yeah. We're hey, guess who graduated with a creative writing degree? Doesn't know the fucking alphabet.
T-U-V,
W.
W-X, W. W and then X.
Fuck, I feel like this should be easier. Why am I blanking on W here? Fuck. Oh my god.
I got a dead name in mind.
You got a dead name? Okay. Alright, I'm blanking. We might have to come back to W here.
I'll give you Walter. That's what I'll give you.
Oh, Walter. Okay. Yeah. Shit.
Another one that's not hard or not easy. W-X.
X-Pac.
Okay, Y.
Y. Fuck. First name that came out in my head was Yo Poof. That's not it at all. Fuck. Why? Shit.
There's somebody I got in my head.
Why? Damn. I feel like it's got to be some like a Japanese wrestler or something like that. There's got to be definitely one out there with Y in their fucking name.
You could say that.
I'm blanking on this one as well. I think I'm finally starting to get stumped here.
All right. Z.
Z. Shit. What the hell? I think my brain may just be officially like off at this point. Like I think.
As I yawn ridiculously. All right, which ones were you stumped on? You were stumped on
Q for sure.
Yeah.
Y and Z.
Mhm.
You gave me
U.
W with Walter. U. I think I didn't get U. I think that was it.
Okay. You. The only one I can think of, it's kind of like a nickname in a sense, but Queen Zelina when she was Queen Zelina. That was her actual name though. So.
Okay.
So.
Oh yeah, and just Zelina Vega. That also that could have been it as well. Yeah.
Or Zoe Stark, Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh, Zoe Stark. Yeah.
What was the other ones? X. Oh no, you got X.
No, I got Xbox. Y.
Y. Yokozuna.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Duh. Shit.
Yep.
Dude, one name people. That's a tricky one.
And then you.
No, you for the Undertaker. We got that.
Oh yeah. Okay. Was that it?
I think that was it.
All
Unless
right,
I'm forgetting one, but yeah,
You did pretty good. Yeah,
I did pretty good. Yeah.
All right.
All right. For mine, I'm keeping it a little bit on theme with today's topic of the episode, which is the new trailer for the Mortal Kombat 2 movie, and I'm gonna be giving you Mortal Kombat characters. You're gonna blind rank them. You're gonna be starting off here with my personal favorite, Kung Lao.
I do like me some Kung Lao, but he's not one of my personal favorites. So I will put him for the sake of what's to come. I'll put him in the 4 spot. I'll put him safely in the 4 spot.
Okay. Noob Saibot.
Ooh, Noob Saibot. That's a good 3 spot. I'll put him in the 3 spot for the sake of what's coming.
Johnny Cage.
That's all right. I'm hoping for someone else, and you probably know who I'm hoping for. So I will comfortably put Johnny Cage in the 2 spot. I do love that character. He, for a good couple of games, he's been my main. So
Raiden.
I don't really care about Raiden that much.
Raiden.
I'll put him in the 5 spot just because. I mean, obviously, I understand he's the Undertaker of this franchise. He's the John Cena. He's the cover boy in a sense. But I've never been like a super big fan of him. Not anything bad. I don't dislike him, but he's not one of my favorites.
I would say he'd be the cover. I feel like Scorpion's the cover boy, if anybody.
That's true.
Really.
That's true. But also, like you get what I'm saying. There's a good amount of characters.
No, I get it.
That are pretty.
He's kind of like the mentor, I would say.
Right.
Like that's kind of what like his big thing is. Yeah.
Right.
And then finally we have, you have the 1 spot left, right?
Yeah. Oh.
All right, that is gonna be left for Shao Kahn.
Ooh, I mean he's probably my favorite villain, so I'll take. I was obviously hoping for Liu Kang, who is my favorite character. If you guys want to see what an iconic duo is, literally our favorite characters are literally like best friends in this franchise. Yeah. So, I love Liu Kang. Shao Kahn is probably my favorite villain.
He's dope.
But also, Liu Kang's my favorite. Outside of that, probably Johnny Cage and Noob Saibot are probably my other 2. I also really love Cabal. I think Cabal's a really cool character.
Oh, Cabal's dope. Yeah.
He got fucking murked in the first movie.
That's true.
But yeah, I really enjoy that character too. He was.
I fuck with Smoke. I think Smoke is pretty dope.
Smoke is really cool. I also like Rain. More so in the
Rain's cool. Yeah.
In the like rebooted game, in the newer game, I think he's really cool. He's got a really cool design. But yeah, and I think MK11. I think Cabal was like one of my mains that I used a lot. Because he had like a dashing move with like his hook things that I just would spam.
Yeah. It's a good combo of the super speed and the hooks, man. Yeah. It's dangerous.
Yeah. All right. How would you rank that?
I'm obviously putting Kung Lao with the 1. He's my favorite. I love playing with this man. I love his whole story. He's super dope. Let's see. I think honestly, I'm gonna put Shao Kahn at the 2. He's dope. He's also my favorite villain. I fuck with him a lot. I will do Noob Saibot at 3.
Yeah.
Ooh. I think I'm gonna put Raiden at 4 and then Johnny Cage at 5.
Yeah, you're not a Johnny Cage guy.
I'm not a big Johnny Cage guy.
I get it. He's an acquired taste. He's an acquired taste.
Yeah. I think he's funny. I think he's entertaining, but I think
of
just
course.
in general, I'm like he's so like out of place more than anybody else in these kind of games.
Right. You know who else?
But that also like
I really
works.
like. I really like Kenshi. Yeah.
Kenshi's dope. Kenshi's super
Yes.
dope. I fuck with him heavy. Yeah.
Kenshi is really cool. I remember in MK11 in the what the hell is it called, the place you go walk around and get all the
the
rewards
crypt
and shit. The crypt, finding his blindfold on like the skeleton or whatever in the crypt, and using it to find out like where Lizard is or where, like it just I was like, damn, that's super cool.
Oh, Reptile. That's another guy I fuck with. I fuck with Reptile.
Oh, not Lizard, Reptile. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just angry Mr. Iguana, really. But
Right.
I do want to say actually we'll save it for the actual discussion.
Right,
But
right.
yeah, good blind rank, good blind rank on both ends. I like the wrestling name.
It was fitting.
It's very fun.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
All right, it's time for our OTS showcase. Our OTS showcase this week is going to be my friend DMC. Theo, I sent you his Instagram profile, so I hope you were able to.
You did.
Scroll through a
I
little
found.
bit.
I scrolled through there a little bit. I found some matches of his that I was able to watch. Kurt Angle has a little bit of a tagline of the 3 eyes of intensity, integrity, and intelligence. This man has 4 eyes. He has intensity, integrity, intelligence, and intensity a second time.
There you go.
This man not only has just such like a great like fighting mentality, but like he hits hard, man. He like his chops. I would not want to take that man's chops off. Like, granted, I don't want to take any chops, but his chops in particular, man, those things look like they hurt, bro. I don't want to take that at all.
Yeah. Luckily, I've never been on the receiving end of one of those, but I think Elias definitely has. Yeah, Mr. DMC, good pal of mine. I remember he used to come to Proving Ground, and he was a referee at first. And when I first met him, I just thought, oh, this guy, he's just a referee. Like, he's a ref. Nothing wrong with that, obviously. I figured that was his path he was taking in professional wrestling. So he refed for a couple months. And I remember he rolled up one weekend and was like, hey, man, I wrestle now, by the way. and I, like, looked up, I looked at, like, his social media to make sure he wasn't just saying that just to say that. I was like, all right, he is wrestling. So then we transitioned him into wrestling on Proving Ground and stuff. And I always thought, obviously, he was super, super green at the time and very young. But I always thought he was definitely a guy from the beginning, even when he was very new, that, like, you could put him in somewhere and he can pretty much hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, 100%.
Very early on, I trusted him pretty heavily to, like, be able to actually do something that was asked of him to do. And then I stopped booking, and so I only got to work with him in a booking sense for a very short time. But then I just, like, got to hang out with him whenever he was at Proving Ground and stuff like that. Always been a super cool dude. Always been a homie. Always had good conversations with him. But especially, like, right before I came back, we started talking a lot and talking about movies and things like that. And now I don't talk to him as much. He has a kid now. And so I think he's got a pretty busy schedule now.
Right, yeah.
So I don't get to talk to him as much. But then I started coming back, and as I started coming back, he had started running a show, which ended up being the Establisher. He was the booker. It wasn't like his full-on company, but he had partial ownership in it and was booking it and stuff like that. So I remember I came back and I was with Elias, and we did a battle royal, and at Tampa Bay Pro. And DMC was in said battle royal, and he worked with Elias for like 2 seconds and was like, I like this guy. I don't know who this guy is, but I like this guy. And so then he started booking us on Establishment, and then we brought in Carlos, and then we did everything we did at Establishment. So I, on a personal level, am very grateful because he was kind of the only promoter really that actually gave me an opportunity. Nobody, there was,
Right.
Obviously, there were other people that let us do stuff, and I'm very appreciative of Real Pro and Brawl and stuff like that. But he was the only like real promoter that gave us like a storyline to follow and like actually trusted us and wanted to utilize us and enjoyed working with us for some reason. So yeah, on a personal level, I'm super grateful because he gave me an actual opportunity to like run with shit and do shit. But in ring, I've always thought he was super solid and a very good, like, I hate using the word good hand because that's normally a negative connotation in a sense, but he kind of is like a good hand, like in a sense of you put him in any spot, and like he's not a good hand in a sense of like Yeah, we'll just make him a squash guy. Or, no, I'm saying he's a good hand in the sense of like you could put him in any spot. You could put him in a random tag match. You could put him in an opener pre-show match, or you could put him in a main event, and he's gonna deliver in some way, shape, or form in those spots. You know, obviously tagged with. Go ahead.
I think really what that kind of also comes out, or what plays like to a big factor of that, is just how like even I noticed in the matches that I was watching, like he has such a great like expertise on just like the fundamentals of everything to do with like wrestling. Like he is just solid in every like thing that he does in the ring.
Yeah. Tags with Mikey Spandex, a former OTS showcase from a couple weeks ago. That's mainly like we worked with them a lot during that kind of establishment run that we had there. Them together are like peanut butter and jelly. They're best friends out of the ring, and in the ring you can obviously see. I've seen these guys beat the shit out of each other, and I've seen these guys also give incredible like matches together with each other as a tag team. Yeah, overall I think DMC is super solid. I'm not sure. Maybe DMC, if he watches this, he can correct us if we're wrong. But I'm not sure if he's taking bookings, and if he is, I'm not sure if he's taking a ton of bookings right now. Because again, I think his schedule is kind of busy.
Right, of course.
But always hit if you're a promoter that's interested in what we're saying, hit him up and see. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he can figure something out and whatnot. I hope he is taking bookings because again, he's really good and super solid. Yeah, I wish him the best too with his family and stuff like that, with his baby and whatnot. Yeah, that's our OTS showcase for the week is Mr. DMC. All right, as my phone is blown up, it's DMC being like, "You better say good shit." No,
keep going. I paid for 10 minutes.
All right, we got some news here. Let's dive into our news of the week here. Starting off, I'm going to save the 2K stuff probably for the end because I have a ton of info that I'm going to spew off here. So we'll go in reverse. Starting off, I just added this in here. Smiling Friends. Yeah. Smiling Friends is coming to an end with
Rest
season
in peace,
3,
Wyatt.
which season 3 is pretty much already out. I think they said there's only two random episodes that they said they're going to drop in the next couple months, which they also said were not goodbye episodes. They're just random episodes. So it doesn't even seem like the show is actually gonna get like an actual goodbye, which is kind of sad. I would have liked to see an actual series finale where they wrap up with these characters and with that world. But you know, it's obviously their choice to do as they please. Yes, rest in peace, Wyatt. That's like his favorite show of all time, I swear. I think for Christmas or his birthday, I got him a Glep plushie that he has in the backseat of his car. He has a Grogu plushie. And so Glep and Grogu just be like vibing in the backseat of his car. Yeah. Honestly, we both love that show. You and I. Yeah. We thought it was a great show. Very funny stuff. So I am sad to see it go. But you know what? I'd rather go out high than kind of do a Rick and Morty where like the last couple seasons of Rick and Morty, everybody it just kind of fell off. That show Rick and Morty was so popular, so huge, and like those last couple seasons just like. I don't want to say nobody was watching it because obviously it was still, a pretty cemented show, but like it was definitely not as popular as it was at one point. I know you and I weren't really watching it anymore.
I wasn't.
So I'm glad to see Smiley Friends at least go out on a high. Like they're super big. So yeah, I'm glad to see them kind of go out on a high. And they did say in their little video that you never know what the future holds. They're just they're done for now, but they may have ideas in a couple years or something may happen that they want to do a special episode or something, so you never know. It may not be the full end, but yeah.
And shoot, they could probably be moving on to some other different project that could also be incredible as well. You never really
Which
know.
They both said that it's not the end of them working together and they have other things they want to work on, so we'll definitely... Oh. I got an alarm going off. I got an alarm going off. Sorry, y'all. No, go off. Thank you.
Chicken's done.
Yeah, the chicken is done. Yeah, it's a little bittersweet because obviously we don't want it to end, but I'm glad to see it go out on its shield.
For sure.
Yeah. So it would seem to Sony's going to be rebooting something here. They're going to be officially rebooting their Spider-Man franchise. It would seem. What that entails, nobody's really sure. Because we still have the third Spider-Verse movie to come, which is I mean, it's not in the Sony cinematic universe, but it is a Sony Spider-Man movie. We have Spider Noir, which is coming out literally in a couple.
A brand new
couple
day
months.
coming out later this year.
Right. But I think they may be talking specifically about the Sony universe that they tried to launch off the ground with, stupidly making movies specifically only about the villains and trying to make them all anti-heroes.
Right.
Which did not work. It kind of worked for Venom, but then it also fell off by the second movie. So it would seem that's probably what they're trying to actually reboot here, which I'm always open to seeing it. Hopefully they, smartly do it right, and they either introduce a newer Peter Parker that isn't Tom Holland's, because I would imagine Tom Holland's Peter Parker is going to be wrapped up in the MCU, and he's going to be wrapped up with his next 3 movies and whatever Avengers movies, and then I'm pretty sure once he's done with those, I'm sure he's probably done as the character. So hopefully Sony, when they do this reboot, if they are going the Peter Parker route, they cast somebody else to be their Peter Parker, or maybe they go a live action Miles Morales route that can kind of jump in and out of the MCU or something. I don't know, but if they're gonna reboot this, use Spider-Man. Actually, use Spider-Man.
Honestly,
stop giving us random anti-hero movies that nobody asked for. Give us actual Spider-Man to work with. I wouldn't even be mad if they gave us. I think it'd be kind of a cool idea because I can understand having 2 Peter Parkers in live action at the same time could be a little confusing and a little annoying.
Right.
I would almost like if they made their Sony verse, like if their Spider-Man for Sony was like Jessica Drew or something like that. I think that'd be a cool.
I thought you were gonna say Ben Riley. I thought you were gonna say
Ben Riley,
yeah,
or Gwen Stacy. You know what I'm saying? Like Spider Gwen, something like that. Something different that isn't just Peter Parker. Because obviously we love Peter Parker, but how many times can we tell that story? But also like telling the story of Peter Parker, coinciding with the same story of Peter Parker being told in a different font. You know what I'm saying? Is a bit. It's a bit of a struggle. It's a bit of a stretch. So yeah, I think if it was a Jessica Drew, a Ben Riley, a Miles Morales, a Gwen Stacy, that could also make it really cool. And I'd say Jessica Drew just in the sense of like there is really nothing with that character, like because we have the Spider-Verse movies with Miles and Ben Riley's in those movies. Ben Riley is also Spider Noir. We have Spider-Gwen in the Spider-Verse movies. So I think it'd be cool to use Jessica Drew in this sense because she's not really in any like medium outside of the comics. You know what I'm saying? Or some games, I'm sure. So that's why I say her. But in general, they need to utilize a Spider-Man in their reboot.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. AJ Styles officially. We saw the Royal Rumble. We saw the match. He lost and he retired, but he didn't leave his gloves in the ring. This past Monday on Raw, he did officially retire. He did leave his hoodie or his vest and his gloves in the ring. Brother, I think it had something to do with the fact that I was alone in my room. I have not cried that hard over something to do in wrestling in a long time, even with the John Cena stuff, because I was with you guys, so I was kind of holding it in. I was sitting in my bed watching Raw alone, and bro, it was bad. I was straight up bawling my eyes out. But I mean, he's my favorite wrestler, so within good reason. So yeah, very very sad. It was cool to see. They did a great job. I thought they did an incredible job with this whole thing, showing clips throughout the night of his career, and then at the end of the night, he's the one that comes out to kind of perfect. They did it in his home of Atlanta, Georgia, which was also perfect. That's why they waited a couple weeks to do this. Yeah, incredible. He gave his speech. He denied he was on Talking Shop, which is Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows' podcast a couple days ago. He denied any rumors that he might be going to AEW or that WWE did anything to keep him. He said, "Nope, I'm a grown man. I make my own decisions. I want to be home. I'm hurting. And I want to be home." Yeah. So he did his speech, and I did see earlier in the day. I think it was like Fightful was reporting that Undertaker was backstage. I was like, yeah, well, I mean, that makes sense. He gave Undertaker his last WrestleMania, his last match in general. It makes sense. Was not expecting what ended up actually happening to happen. Undertaker came out, for those that didn't see, for those living under a rock, Undertaker came out, and again, I was like, yeah, all right. I mean, he's kind of taken away from his moment a little bit, giving a whole entrance and shit, but hey, he's Undertaker. He can do what he wants. And then he got in there, and at first, I think it swerved me. I think it swerved everybody. At first, I was thinking, are these motherfuckers about to run this back real quick at WrestleMania? And that's going to be, because Taker was saying some when you see me, I'm already gone. Like he was just saying, he was being cryptic.
Right,
So I'm
right,
like,
of course.
I'm like, huh. Well, that'd be interesting if they like had a WrestleMania match and that's both their last matches, like for certain. And they said, it's my honor to announce that you're going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. And then the tears started flowing again. I finally cleared myself up, and then the tears started flowing again. So well deserved, bro. I'm so excited to watch his speech. I don't know who's going to induct him. I did see that WWE apparently wants John Cena to induct him, which I guess in a WWE sense makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
If Samoa Joe wasn't in AEW, I would 100% say it would be Samoa Joe that needs to induct him. And there's
for sure.
There's no other ifs, ands, or buts about it. But seeing as how Samoa Joe's kind of off the table, as well as Christopher Daniels is off the table, I think John Cena inducting him is probably the perfect thing to do.
Yeah, for sure.
If John Cena can't make it for whatever reason, I think Frankie Kazarian would be your best bet as well. He's in TNA.
Yeah.
They're very close. They've been close for years. He's in TNA, so he's kind of a WWE superstar. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a WWE superstar adjacent. He was on Raw, which is also cool. That was a big pop for me, seeing Frankie Kazarian on Monday Night Raw, and then he opens the janitor's closet, and Abyss is just in the janitor's closet. Huge pop for me, and I'm just so happy to see both those guys. Years later, both those guys, even though they didn't wrestle, they didn't get a big moment. Seeing both Kazarian and Abyss on Monday Night Raw was really cool to see years later. But yeah, I what else can I say? The GOAT, man. No, nobody better. In my opinion, he's the best. So, congratulations to AJ Styles, and on my end, thank you for being my favorite wrestler since I was like 8 years old.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's incredibly well deserved. I mean, this man's constantly brought up in the GOAT conversation. So, really, it was only a matter of time before he got in there. But definitely better sooner rather than later for sure.
Right. All right. Our last piece of news here. Some 2K news as we gear closer and closer and closer. We're about a week away from the early access. I will say, I was able to refund the normal edition. I was able to get the 100-hour edition so that I can play it on March 6th or whatever it is. So I will be playing early access. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, we're getting more and more stuff. I think today at like 2:00 they're doing like the full roster reveal with the DLC or something like that. So next week we'll have to talk about that. But let's see. All right, so they added. I thought that was so cool. They added a new dragging feature to where like how I don't know if it's still in the game where you like grab them by the back of the head and like walk them around, but now when you're in a collar and elbow, you can push them to like the corner or the ropes, which I think is great because that's super believable. That's way more believable than grabbing somebody by the back of the neck and dragging them around. As well as in the beginning of the match, they have like certain animations where you like circle up, like you'll be squaring up and stuff. So I'm like, oh, that's super cool. That's super believable. They also added like pre-match actual things, like you can jump somebody before the match. You can do like a handshake before the match, which is super cool. Blood now too. When you crack somebody open, it'll like for a second, like how when you normally do it, it like flashes red real quick. Now it does that, but it actually splatters blood like on the screen for a second, and then it fades away, which I think is cool. It adds to the drama of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I put GM Universe. I'm trying to remember what exactly that is. Springboards. They added a new type of springboard where like Kenny Omega does it, Kota Ibushi does it, Aleister Black does it. Like the moonsault off the actual like ring post to the outside.
Yeah.
You can do that. Like from the inside, you can like jump over the rope onto the thing and do a moonsault. Or there's like a bunch of moves like that, but you could do like corner springboards to the outside, which I think is awesome. That's cool. A cool feature. They added a wrap-up mode, which is also, this is going to be a lifesaver. When you can hit pause and you can hit wrap-up, and it will tell the computer to end the match. Like, it'll tell them to either hit your finisher or do a roll-up. Like, the match will end within, like, a couple minutes. Because sometimes, as a universe mode guy, and a lot of times I like to watch the matches rather than play, sometimes in those multi-man matches, bro, it gets annoying, and those matches go a little too long. So I'm glad that I can hit that button and it'll wrap it up within like 2 or 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? The ringside pass is officially season 1 is like officially all AAA. We saw Mr. Iguana, so it's Mr. Iguana, Psycho Clown, Vikingo, and Flamer, who's like one of the females in AAA.
Yeah,
but they also added the men's and women's like world titles for AAA, the Reina de Reyes and I forgot the Mega Championship or whatever it's called. And then there's Worlds Collide and Triple Mania, which are the two arenas that'll be in there. So that's season 1, which is I
That's
think
cool.
is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that also starts like day one, like the moment you launch the game, that ringside pass is already active. And I think Vikingo is the first person in the past. So like you basically unlock Vikingo the moment you launch the game, pretty much. So that's pretty cool. He's got an insane moveset. I've seen some of the moves that have been added. Fucking giant springboard poison ranas and it's just it's crazy shit, bro. It's crazy shit.
They be doing crazy shit on that show, man.
Yeah, they do. Promos, you can still do, promos for universe mode and whatnot, but you can now like assign certain attires for the promo. So like if you're using Becky Lynch, or if I'm using, we'll say you, because I obviously make you every year. You have your wrestling gear, but now I can make a promo attire of you in your jeans and your flannel. And so when you come out in universe mode to do your promo, you'll come out in your jeans and your flannel. You won't just come out in your gear. But I could also choose you to come out in your gear if your match is next or whatever. I think that's such a cool quality of life little improvement that civilian clothes will actually show up in the promo cutscenes, as well as if you have a championship, you'll come out with the championship and hold the championship while you cut the promo. GM Universe. So they have the draft mode, and you can fully edit the draft and whatnot in Universe mode. And I was kind of nervous of this. I'm glad they confirmed this. You can choose. So each show has a GM assigned. You can assign anybody in that role. So for like my UWA universe, I now have to make like 2 GMs that are gonna have to be in there, which I'm not mad about. I think that's so cool. And then when you do the draft, those characters will be who shows up on the stage to do the draft and stuff like that in the cutscenes. So that is super cool. I'm super excited about that. You can also like change. You can choose how many refs and specifically which refs are on each show. Like before, you had to just choose one ref. Now you can have like 7 refs assigned to one show, and they'll just randomly like randomize per match. And obviously, yeah, you can choose which ref is on each show. I think that's super cool. You can add in your Royal Rumbles. Now you can add actual surprises. Like you can make an actual surprise to where you don't even know who it is, as well as in the same sense you can do like open challenges, and that's not just in universe. That's an exhibition or anything. So I think it's like a randomized thing, but it will actually, like when you go to play it, it'll show, like say you're playing as Ethan Page and you choose an open challenge, or you are in the Rumble and you choose a mystery person. It'll show on the matchup screen like vacant. It'll show like the mystery person, and then it legitimately will give you like it'll generate a random superstar to come out. So that's super cool for people that love that kind of stuff. I think it's super cool. And the island, I think, is also kind of cool. Last year I played it a little bit. I actually thought it was a pretty fun mode to go around and do some stuff in. This year they kind of upped it to where now it's fully voiced over. So any WWE superstar that you see in the island will actually talk. Before it was kind of like that 2K20 showcase shit where it was like a screen that just has text on it. You just got to go through it.
Yeah.
Now it's fully voiced by every superstar that's in that. And so like last year, again, I didn't fully play it, but last year it was like Roman Reigns is the head of the island, and you have to beat him to take his spot or whatever. So like if you actually get to it, I saw the gameplay for it. If you actually get to it, you end up facing like basically like defeat the streak level Roman Reigns, like impossible to beat Roman Reigns. You beat him, you like. I don't think you take over the island, but basically the island now has turned into chaos. So now there's like 3 different groups. It's like a Mad Max thing. Like 3 different groups are trying to take over. So there's like some anarchy, something with like CM Punk as the leader, some like darkness thing with Rhea as the leader, and then there's like the Code of Honor with like Cody as the leader. And so you choose which one you want to be a part of, and you go from there. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing.
That's cool. Yeah.
Like it's a cool story to go off of. So yeah. I think that's kind of all I have this week. I don't know. We'll see next week what else I can cook up. But I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like I came in super doubting this, and I think they're winning me over, bro. I think they've won me over. They did the 2K content day, so I've been watching everybody's videos about that. And it seems like everybody has the same consensus. This is not like a super groundbreaking game, but this is definitely more than just like a updated 2K25. Like they've added a good amount to where this is a very solid like upgrade from last year's game. So, and it seems like that with gameplay, with the game modes and all that stuff. It definitely seems like that. So, I'm excited for next week to be able to fully play it.
Yeah. I can't wait to hear the review.
Yeah. definitely. That'll probably be the actual discussion for next week, even though you probably won't have played it.
Yeah.
But that'll probably be the full discussion, and I'll give my review, and we'll just banter off of that. So, all right.
Right.
It's time for our actual review discussion. This week, like we kind of stated earlier, we are going to review, discuss, talk about the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. Mortal Kombat! Ba, 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 ba. All right, Mr. Theo, you want to open us up? Where's this trailer starting?
This trailer is starting us off with Johnny Cage sitting alone at a table at a convention. Nobody coming up to him. He is definitely past his prime as an actor for sure.
Yeah. I will say off rip, I was very cautious about Carl Urban as Johnny Cage, and after seeing this trailer, I am still very cautious about him. I was not a big fan of his performance, to be honest with you. I did think it was kind of funny, though. He's clearly, obviously, Johnny Cage is supposed to be like the stereotypical Hollywood asshole. Mm-hmm. There's one scene in this trailer where he's just channeling Harrison Ford, bro. He's just channeling his best Harrison Ford impression, which I guess makes sense in a way.
Right.
Yeah, all right, so he starts off with him. I'm going to need you to break down the shot by shot.
He's at the convention, and then it's obvious that nobody's coming up to him. He's past his prime, and then I think that's when he gets recruited in the garage by Raiden to join up for the Mortal Kombat tournament. Probably what I think is going to be against Johnny Cage's will. I don't think he's actually going to be like,
right.
Hell yeah, I'm in. He's going to be like, dude, fuck off, I don't know you.
Right.
And then they get transported to I don't know if it's Netherrealm or like just wherever the fuck the tournament's being held at, but they're going there. Outworld, that's probably where it's going to be at. It's going to be Netherrealm makes the fucking games. I don't know why I said Netherrealm. They're not going there. They're going to Outworld. They're going to the tournament. This is kind of where we get an introductory shot of Johnny Cage versus Katana. Katana looking fucking badass as hell. One of the best characters for sure. Yes. Just absolutely, just a killer.
Out of the females in the franchise, she's my favorite for sure.
She's definitely like number one for sure out of all the females. Yeah. She's super badass. They have the whole little back and forth of like, I don't feel comfortable hitting a woman. She's like, hey, you don't got to worry about that. You ain't going to hit me for shit. She whoops his ass. He's wanting to quit. And then I don't know how it's going to go from there in terms of like where he's going to stay and actually fight this tournament. That's obviously where it's going to be going throughout like where we see in the trailer and whatnot. But I don't know how they're going to get from that point A to that point B. Because Johnny Cage is just such a weird like outside character of just like, why would he realistically care about any of this? But we'll see how that plays out. We get another shot with Liu Kang kind of in like this almost like spirit realm sort of thing where he fights what I'm assuming is a resurrected Kung Lao.
Yep.
That's going to be a great fight. Again, our favorite characters right there going at. Yep. We've had that battle in multiple games, multiple times. Yeah,
for sure. If they want to make it true to the Cousins of the Cosmos lore, you would just have Liu Kang spamming the
That's
kick.
True. That's true, yeah. He'd be spamming the kick, and then Kung Lao would just be throwing that hat every single second. Yeah. That's pretty much what the fight would be.
Yeah.
What else happened? We get some shots of Shao Kahn kind of leading his army into it and kind of controlling the tournament pretty much here into how he wants it to play out, as he usually does. He's not someone that takes L's ever, if he can choose to do so. I think we just honestly at that point just get more shots of like all the different characters and heroes that pop up and stuff like that with like
Raiden, so we get the established people that were saw in the first movie like Raiden and Jax and Sonya, but we see Quan Chi. Quan Chi is in there. He makes an appearance.
Noob Saibot's in there.
Noob Saibot is in there. I'm super excited about that. We know Bihan died in the first movie, so it makes sense for Noob Saibot to be there. Who else was there? Jade makes an appearance. I believe that was Jade.
She's in there. She's another one of my favorite women in the Mortal Kombat universe. She's dope.
She's super cool. Who else was in there? There's
Kano. Kano was there.
Kano's back.
He had like the whole beard, and I think he had the eye missing and stuff like that. So he's back.
Kung Lao is also back. It seems like
Kung Lao is back.
It seems like he's going to be getting resurrected by Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung is in there for a quick second. We see him.
Yep.
We also see him stealing, not in a good way, stealing the soul of Raiden. It looked like.
Yeah. Looks like he's gonna be taking that. That's gonna be a dangerous soul to have in his collection.
Yes. Who else? Any other character? Oh, Baraka makes an appearance as well.
Baraka was he was in that for sure.
I can't stand Baraka. It's one of my least favorite characters. I hate that guy.
It could be worse. It could be Ermac.
That's true. It could also. Oh fuck! I'm blanking on who it is. Never mind. Yeah. All right. So where else? I feel like. I want to talk about Cole. Let's talk about Cole. Because Cole was in the first movie. Cole does not make a single appearance in this trailer. He was the main character of the first movie. Obviously, not really a Mortal Kombat character. He was created for that movie. A lot of people were not a fan of him because he was kind of just a generic guy who gets like gold armor. Mm-hmm. So I know he's in this movie. I think Louis Tran is who plays him. We know he's in the movie. He's posted shots from his trailer, so we know he's in the movie. There is a rumor that he gets killed off very early on because people were not a fan of his character.
That makes sense, yeah. I mean,
however,
look, if there's a universe that's going to be killing people, this is the universe, I mean.
However, I do want to point something out that I think would be really cool. Hold on, because I think he's a good actor. He's in great shape. So it would be kind of a shame for me to see him kind of disappear, even though the character of Cole is ass. So I would love... Come on, where we at? I would love if they turned him into fucking Kenshi, bro. If they found a way...
That'd be cool.
...to turn him into Kenshi. Because I think if you look at him, he looks like the actor. Like, he looks like Louis... blanking on his last name. He looks like him. So I think, obviously, they would have to change up the character's backstory a little bit. But if they were able to find a way to turn Cole into Kenshi... I think that would be the best case, to not just have to totally get rid of this actor and kill him off for good. If they just kind of like character mash a little bit and turn him into Kenshi for probably the 3rd, 4th, 5th movie, whatever it is, I think that would be a really cool way to go.
That'd be dope. I think they just need to bring in Kenshi in general. I feel like he's got to come in at some point for sure. Maybe it could be he could turn it like a ball. Maybe he gets like burnt or something like that. Like he goes into the, I don't know what the underworld is called, but he goes in there and maybe Scorpion fucks him up and burns him, and then he just kind of turns into like a ball. That could be something we could see. I don't know.
Yeah. But, all right. Is there anything we're missing from the trailer?
I'm not really too sure. I feel like we kind of got everything. I could be wrong, though.
Let me pull up the trailer and do a better analysis real quick. Just to make sure. Nope, not MK3. MK2. Thank you. Let me turn my volume down here. All right, yeah. Johnny Cage sitting there. Who the fuck is this? Okay, never mind. Obviously we see Scorpion. At some point we see Katana. We learn about Katana's backstory a little bit. Mm-hmm. Somebody's resurrecting somebody, and Raiden is showing up and saying, "Yo, fuck off! You can't be doing that." Is that Quan Chi? Right? Is that Quan Chi or Shang Tsung resurrecting Kung Lao? Well, that's what we'll have to see. Here's the scene about the "you don't have to worry about hitting me." Here's Johnny Cage saying, "Fuck that! I'm out. I don't want anything to do with that." Shang Tsung looking cool as fuck. Kung Lao and fucking Liu Kang. Yo, that fight, that might be the best fight in the whole movie. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm telling you, it's gonna bang out, bro. I'm telling you.
Shang Tsung out here stealing souls, not in a good way. Jade rolling up. Jax is back. Fucking Liu Kang creating a fire dragon to go against fucking.
Oh yeah, of course. He's got to make the fire dragon. That's his whole. Yeah. That's his big move.
Somebody was fighting in the forest. It was a female and 2 other people. I couldn't tell who it was, though. Johnny Cage whipping his glasses out in a good way. It's showtime. Get over here! As Scorpion is pulling new
whipping out his glasses in a bad way.
You know what I mean.
I don't.
You know. Yeah. All right. And then, obviously, we have the scene with Baraka and Johnny and the little joke at the end. But yeah, That's kind of the trailer. I'm excited overall. I'm glad to see one of my favorite characters, Johnny Cage, come in. However, I am a little nervous seeing Karl Urban because this trailer did not convince me on him being It should. Maybe it's the wrestling fan in me, bro. It should have been Miz. There was no better role in the world for Miz to have in a movie than being Johnny Cage. He literally is WWE's version of Johnny Cage, bro. So literally, maybe a little less badass, obviously, but man, that was such a perfect casting option to make Miz Johnny Cage. And they just did not go with that. So maybe I'm a little salty, but I just feel like Karl Urban, he is not who I think of when I think of Johnny Cage. Like, when I think of Johnny Cage, I think of like Tom Cruise. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think of Carl Urban when I think of Tom Cruise. Not that I wanted Tom Cruise to be Johnny Cage. I'm just saying like the stereotypical big time Hollywood guy. You know what I'm saying? Or like maybe more recently like a Glenn Powell or something like that. If Glenn Powell was like a
Glenn Powell, who I was
douchebag.
thinking of. Yeah, for sure. I can see him in that.
It seems
role,
like Glenn Powell is kind of a nice guy, but if Glenn Powell was like a douchebag, he would definitely fit the Johnny Cage mold. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, so I'm excited to see him come in, but I am a little nervous about the casting choice. Other than that, though, Katana coming in, I am super excited about that. She's my favorite female character. I am intrigued to see what they're going to do with Cole. Is he going to get killed off immediately, or is he just sneakily going to go throughout the whole? Because for all we know, he could just go throughout the whole movie and just be like a side character. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. But I think I would prefer if he gets killed off and comes back as Genji. I think that'd be the best option. That'd be really, really cool to do.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued to see if there's any people that are going to be in this. I'm sure there are that'll be in this movie that are not shown in this trailer. You know what I'm saying? That
I would think so.
Maybe more villains and stuff like that will pop up. Again, Quan Chi is there, but he's very subtly there. He's in the background. Like, they don't focus on Quan Chi much at all in that trailer. But we obviously know he's a very big villain, so maybe he's introduced in this movie.
He's pulling some strings behind the shadows for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
In the third movie, he might be the big bad of the third movie or something like that. So
yeah, that could be it for sure.
Super excited about that because he's a really cool villain too. Yeah, I'm excited. Anything else you want to add? Any other characters you want to talk about? It'll be intriguing to see. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
it'll be intriguing to see. Sonya and Jax, they're there. They were a big part of the first movie, but they don't really have any focus on them at all either in this trailer. So it'll be intriguing to see what happens with them. Are they still going to be kind of main characters, or are they being demoted to more side characters? You know.
I'm kind of okay with that. I've never really cared for any the military characters.
I'm not too big about them either.
I've always just felt like they're just like there.
Cassie Cage is like probably the best military character, just because she has Johnny Cage's personality.
I wouldn't even say that. I don't even know who I would say would be my favorite. Honestly, I kind of fuck with Jacqueline. Honestly,
she's cool.
Like Jax's kid, I fuck with her. Yeah. I don't know though. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see it. I think it's gonna be a good movie. I'm just hoping that it's better than the first. Not that the first one's like terrible or anything like that, but I feel like it to me it was a very like one and done movie. It was like I saw it. It was good. It was solid. But like I need more. I need more.
Bit of a nothing burger, you know.
Right. Exactly.
It was like a decent setup, but this movie definitely looks like it's gonna kick the other movie's ass for sure. Because we actually get the tournament
for sure. Yeah,
right, we're actually gonna get the tournament. But also, there's a lot more characters that are being introduced.
When did the first one come out? Was that 2019? That was like
no, it was like 2020. It was during the pandemic because I watched it at home.
Oh right,
I didn't see it in the theaters. I watched it on like HBO or whatever. So it was either 2020 or 2021.
I think it was maybe 2020, somewhere around there.
I think.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I think it was 2021 because I definitely would have. That would have been a movie I would have watched with my dad, and I don't remember watching that with my dad. So I think it was probably 2021. So. Yeah,
somewhere around there.
It's been a minute. They've been working on this movie for a minute. But yeah. Who do we think is the winner of the tournament? We think Johnny Cage is winning it, or we think somebody else is winning it? Are we going to get a Rocky swerve, and it's going to be somebody else that wins it? But Johnny learns.
I would love a Rocky. I would love a Rocky swerve in this case. I feel like Johnny Cage. I feel like we've had this story before of Johnny Cage winning the tournament and stuff like that in the games and stuff like that. I just feel like it wouldn't be all that interesting to kind of see it, in my opinion. Right. I don't know who they would have win instead, but like, as long as it's not him, I feel like I could fuck with any other answer.
Right. It's also intriguing to see what Shao Kahn's gonna do because again, like
of course,
Shang Tsung is the main villain, but you introduce Shao Kahn, it's kind of hard for him to not become like the main villain too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, and now with Quan Chi as well, kind of being in the background, it's like you're introducing. Literally, like, the three biggest villains in the Mortal Kombat franchise.
Maybe that could be it. Maybe it could be, like, either Shang Tsung or Quan Chi maybe, like, pretending to be someone else, and it actually reveals that whoever won the tournament was actually them the entire time, and now they're gonna be fucking something up, and then that's gonna lead into the third movie where it's gonna be a huge, like, battle and stuff like that. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I think Jax is gonna win.
Hell yeah! Get Jackson win, man. He with his I can fuck with win. Yeah.
I don't know if we saw it in the trailer because in the Hell world, Scorpion's fighting Noob Saibot, but he was fighting somebody else. But I can't tell who it was. Was that the new Sub-Zero? Do we think we're gonna get the next Sub-Zero in this movie or no?
That could be maybe like a little bit of like a end credit teaser. Maybe it's like Bihan's younger brother finally stepping up and becoming the new Sub-Zero and stuff like that. That kind of is usually how that goes. I could see that happening.
Right.
That'd be cool.
It'd be kind of cool if they showed like a post-credit scene and it's, like basically what you're saying, but it shows like all of those ninjas training, like him and like Smoke and Rain, like all of them kind of training, and it's like, oh shit, all right, like the next gen's kind of coming in. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, I could fuck with that for sure.
Yeah.
Fuck. What's her name? Fucking. You know what they gotta bring in for the? They gotta bring in Devora, the fucking bug lady.
Oh no, no.
Yes,
no,
yes. I would love that. It'd be
She's
so
like
fucking creepy.
She's literally my least favorite Mortal Kombat character ever, bro. I cannot stand
Dude,
that
if
bitch.
they could nail her like in a live action sense, I feel like that would go crazy.
What the hell were the characters? I think they were Mortal Kombat 10. The big dude and the little dude that like team.
Fair Tor?
Yeah,
they'd be
bring
dope
them
for
in.
sure.
They're they're like glup shittos in the Mortal Kombat universe. Like
They
just,
are,
like,
but they're so cool though.
yeah. I mean, I don't remember
fuck
the
with them.
story, so I don't know if they did have an importance to the story. But when I look at them, I just be like, out of all the iconic Mortal Kombat characters, they're not who I think about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
I
I
get
don't
it,
want the bug lady though. The bug lady.
I want the bug
she
lady.
creeps
I
me
feel
out.
like if they could nail it, they could nail it, bro.
No. Did we get Melina in the first movie? I feel like we did, right?
I feel like we'd have to.
I remember
seeing.
yeah, we will. I remember seeing the mouth, so I think she was, but I think she may have
I think she may have
killed
been.
off.
Yeah.
Who else? Who's oh my gosh, who's like the mom? I'm forgetting her name.
The mom?
Yeah, isn't she like Katana's mom or something like that?
What the fuck are you
Hold on,
talking?
I'm blanking. Hold on, let me look it up.
You mean Padme's dad?
Yeah. Hold on, let me look it up.
Katana's. Oh, you mean the long hair, like, but like the screaming powers and stuff.
Sindel.
Sindel.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I feel like we need her in. We need to bring her in at some point.
Yeah, we need to bring her. Was Goro in the first movie? I feel like
he was. I think he got killed. I think Cole kills him.
Damn.
I think he goes to the human world to go after Cole's like family, and Cole rolls up, and that's when he gets like the armor.
Okay.
I think that's when he gets the armor, and he like ends up like dropping a house on Goro's head or some shit. So yeah, Goro.
Sindel.
Goro,
Yeah. We got to get her in there.
Hold on.
I completely forgot that was Katana's mom.
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I feel like playing the game.
I
Playing the
feel
most
like
recent
she
game,
is.
I believe
I
she
think
is.
she is. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's the other four-arm chick? I forget her name. Shiva.
Oh,
We should get
Shiva.
Shiva in
Yeah.
Yeah, she should
We
come
get
in
should
too.
be.
Good to go.
I like the idea of her being maybe like a queen of like that four-armed army because I feel like that's what she
Yeah.
was in. I think it was 11. I think that's what she kind of was.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Get her in there.
I think Sindel would be really cool. She's a pretty big character to bring in.
Sindel would be.
'Cause they,
dope,
like,
Yeah.
Her and, well, Ermac before he becomes Ermac, right? Don't they like rule
Yeah.
that kingdom or whatever?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's a pretty important.
Did
piece
they
to-
have the cyborg ninjas yet? Did we introduce those
No,
yet? I feel like
I
those would be
want,
dope.
bro. I need Cyrax. Cyrax was my favorite
Yeah.
as a kid. I thought he was so
Cyrax
cool.
and Sector, they
Yes.
got to bring those guys in for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
please,
Those
that'd be
those
awesome.
those two are dope as hell.
I remember going. So my nan, she had for years had a GameCube at her apartment for whenever me, Grace, Logan would go over. We would have a video game to play, and so we would play different video games and stuff like that. Weirdly enough, I never had a wrestling game there. It was kind of wild. But she just had random GameCube games, probably that she just took from the pawn shop or something like that. And there was like one of those, like, I'm forgetting what they're called. It was like an Activision cabinet in a sense of like, you put this disc in and there's like 100 Activision games like Pac-Man and da, da, da.
Right.
And it had like all the Mortal Kombat games in it. And I remember I would play those games and I would just use Cyrax. So, like, whichever game introduced Cyrax, I would just play as him because, like, he's so cool, dude. He's so cool. Like,
man.
He
Hell
was
yeah.
him and Johnny Cage were definitely my childhood mains for sure, bro. So cool. So yeah. All right,
Yeah,
I think that's
100%.
kind of it though. I think we can start wrapping it up. Unless you got anything else.
I'm trying to think if there's any other characters. I feel like we may have named them all at this point.
I mean, there's
Unless we
definitely
want to go like really like deep cut characters here from like Deadly
yeah,
Alliance and shit like that.
Kintaro and shit.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely more characters that could be brought up.
There's
I feel
definitely
like
more. Yeah,
the main characters we've
the big
talked about.
hitters. Yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
And they're either in this movie or we're hoping are in this movie or something like that. Yeah, I
Right.
think your ninja post credit scene kind of thing. Well, I guess it's ours together. We kind of mashed it together. Would be a super cool idea.
Yeah.
But also, if not that, a post credit scene introducing like Sindel, like Katana goes back home kind of thing, and it introduces Sindel would be really cool to set up the third movie as well. Set up a bigger aspect of the third movie. You know.
Yeah, they could also bring in I know Shinnok's another big villain. They could maybe tease that. That's something else they could do.
How about Bo Right Show?
They gotta bring in Bo Right Show. They abso-fucking-lutely have to bring this man in. If he's not in these first 3 movies, it's a wash. I don't care. Like he's gotta be.
I need to see this man throwing farts in people's faces, bro.
He's got to be throwing farts in faces, bro.
Has to.
And he's got to be drinking.
Yep. All right, I think that's a good place to wrap it up, though, for this week.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all watching. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Let us know in the comments what you think of the Mortal Kombat trailer. Do you think our post-credit scene theories could be cool? Do you think my Kenshi theory could be cool? Yeah. Shout
Who
out
do you
to
want to see
WNRN.
in the movie?
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to WNRN, of course, as always, our awesome podcast hosts. We appreciate y'all, and we will see y'all next week.